Well, this is about as tight of a gradient as you get over a 60-mile range. We have numbers crashing into the 30s in Utica, and it's still near 60 degrees in Saratoga, 59 in Albany, 57 Hudson. But this line of initial wave of this cold air with this line of showers and storms has now just moved into, it looks like it just came through Schenectady as winds spike up. 53 degrees there. You could say bye to the 50s, at least temporarily, as this line comes crashing on in from west to east. We look at our instant Doppler 6, and you can make it out right here, in fact, where you're seeing that Boeing actually not too far away from Schenectady. That's where the strongest winds could be with this powerful cold front. We saw the change in temperature on one side to the other. Well, it's so fast that areas that were in the 60s earlier, close to Buffalo, are now seeing some lake effect snow, and we're heading in that direction also. Saratoga Springs, we'll look at this line from north to south. Lake Luzerne, about to get on in some pretty heavy rain, some gusty winds translating down from all that energy aloft. Same story right in Schenectady. We saw that East Glenville, near Carlisle, Schoharie, Cobleskill. So only about 15-20 minutes until this gets closer towards Albany and Troy. And as we look further off towards the south and west, towards Delaware and Otsego County, there's that line just pushed through Delhi, seeing snow off towards the west, maybe 15 miles away from where they are in the 50s right now. Snow's also crashing over places like Utica, back over the Adirondacks right now. But notice it's not a widespread area of precipitation. So I think there's this initial wave of showers, and then for a lot of the night, we're mostly dry. It just becomes very gusty. In fact, on the backside of all those showers, we're seeing sustained gusts over 30, 40, even towards Syracuse earlier, there was a gust over 50 miles an hour, and locally we saw a few reports over 60. So the rain and thunderstorms move through between now and 9 o'clock from west to east. Again, there can be a little bit of thunder. It's possible, not seeing too much with these initial batch of showers. Could be some minor street flooding if the rain really comes down at a heavy rate, and some damaging winds. If you don't get the heavy, strong winds with this initial burst of showers, all of us are getting in on it tonight with widespread gusts over 40 miles an hour, locally 50 to 60 where the wind's most channeled, Adirondacks, Mohawk Valley, coming right down to the capital region. And of course, when winds are that high, power outages and tree debris coming down could certainly be a concern. We actually already saw some power outages up towards the Saranac Lake area, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them scattered across our area as well. Behind it, that temperature drop could lead to a flash freeze, and we see lake effect snow, not just near Buffalo, but also head right towards our direction. Here's the front right now, pushing through the area. Temperatures crash initially when this moves through a good 10 degrees in a couple of minutes, and then overnight tonight, they'll drop some 30 degrees, so by 10 p.m., a lot of us are in the 30s. Notice, though, by that point, it's just a few isolated snow showers around, especially closer towards the lakes. But if you get under one of these snow bands early tomorrow morning during the overnight tonight, there can be pretty hefty snowfall rates, almost blizzard-like conditions back towards the Mohawk Valley, where you see gusts over 40 miles an hour and snowfall rates that are pretty intense. Any sort of snow shower activity does look to taper off by the afternoon tomorrow. Again, we have a high wind warning where the wind is most channeled, gusts over 60 miles an hour, potentially capital region back towards the Adirondacks. It's maybe 50 to 55 elsewhere, but no matter if you're 50 or 60, that's enough to cause some problems. Snowfall accumulation, not expecting much through the capital region, but back towards the Mohawk Valley, you get under one of these bands, 3-4 inches are possible, and also can be some upsloping back towards western New England. Tomorrow will feel ridiculously cold compared to where we've been all day long, feeling like the teens, even though we may get up to 30 degrees on the thermometer. But it is a very short-lived cold snap. You'll see that coming up in the 7-day forecast. But tonight, it's crashing temperatures 20 to 25 degrees, heavy rain changing over to some isolated snow showers. Tomorrow, upper 20s to low to mid-30s is the best we'll do. We won't feel anywhere close to that. We'll feel like the teens, and tomorrow night is a very chilly night, teens to low 20s. The winds do pull back tomorrow night and give way for a much-needed, very pleasant Friday. 50 degrees, mostly sunny, and we're back to the 50s after that. It's like it never even happened. 50s to near 60 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It is a cloudier stretch, but right now only Saturday has the potential for a few showers.
A lot going on.
Yes, and we can hear the rain pounding on the roof right now, so it's coming down. Yes,